Leo's days on X-Zito had been filled with wonders and surprises, but nothing could have prepared him for the journey he was about to take. Zerel had summoned Leo and Ziki early in the morning, his face more serious than ever. "We must go to the core of X-Zito," he said firmly. "There are secrets there that may be our only hope against the shadows." Leo's heart raced with excitement and a little fear. He had heard stories about the core, a place deep beneath the floating cities where ancient technology and the true power of the planet rested. Few had ever been there, and even fewer returned with stories. It was a place of legend. They boarded a sleek silver transport ship, its surface shimmering with light. The inside was smooth and seamless, with walls that glowed softly. "Hold on," Zerel said, pressing his hand to the control panel. The ship hummed to life, and within seconds, they were descending rapidly through layers of mist and light. The floating cities disappeared above them as they entered the lower atmosphere. Colors shifted from bright blues and greens to deep purples and black. The surface below shimmered like liquid glass, reflecting their ship as it descended further. Leo stared out the window, amazed. "Is that water?" he asked. "Not exactly," Ziki chirped. "It's a living energy pool. It powers the floating cities from beneath." "Look," Zerel pointed. In the distance, a massive structure loomed, crystal spires intertwined with metal and glowing with streams of light. It looked like a fortress made of glass and steel, suspended over the shimmering pools. "That is the gate to the core." As they approached, the transport slowed and hovered before a large, circular entrance. Symbols glowed on its surface, pulsing with rhythm. Zerel stepped forward, placing his hand on the panel. The symbols rearranged themselves, and the door slid open silently. Inside was unlike anything Leo had seen. The walls glowed with ancient symbols. Floating holograms displayed stars and maps of galaxies Leo had never heard of. Ziki tapped one of the floating symbols, and it expanded into a swirling projection of X-Zito's energy grid. "This place is thousands of years old," Zerel explained. "It was built during the First Era, long before the shadows first attacked." Leo stared at the projections. "So, what exactly are we looking for?" Zerel led them down a hallway lined with floating orbs of light. "A weapon," he replied simply. "One that was hidden here long ago. It's called the Key of Light." They moved deeper into the core, passing through shimmering barriers of light and staircases that floated without any visible support. Leo's mind was spinning with wonder. Everything felt surreal, like stepping into a dream. Finally, they entered a massive chamber. In its center was a pedestal, and upon it, a crystal unlike any Leo had seen. It was pure white, glowing softly, suspended in the air without support. Symbols floated around it, whispering softly. "That's it," Ziki gasped. "The Key of Light." Zerel stepped forward cautiously. "It is said to unlock the hidden power of X-Zito, but it also opens a path to somewhere else." "Where?" Leo asked. "To the Moon of Ardent," Zerel replied. "A place where ancient knowledge is kept. We must go there to find the final piece of the defense." Without hesitation, Zerel reached out and grabbed the crystal. Light exploded from it, filling the room with blinding brightness. When it faded, the Key of Light pulsed steadily in his hand. "Now, we travel to the moon," Zerel said, turning to face Leo and Ziki. "Our journey is far from over." The three of them returned to the transport ship. As they rose back through the layers of atmosphere, Leo felt a sense of purpose. Whatever was happening with the shadows, he knew they were one step closer to stopping it. Their ship broke through the upper atmosphere, and in the distance, the Moon of Ardent shimmered with a soft blue glow. It was massive, almost a planet of its own, with silver rivers and floating islands. "Is that it?" Leo asked, eyes wide. Ziki nodded. "It's where the elders once kept the secrets of the universe." They descended through silver clouds, touching down on a smooth surface that felt like polished stone. Giant towers of crystal reached up into the sky, glowing with inner light. Zerel stepped off the ship. "We must find the Temple of Knowledge. That's where the final piece is kept." But as they walked across the gleaming surface, something stirred in the shadows. Dark figures moved silently, watching, waiting. Far above, hidden behind a swirling mist, the leader of the shadows stood tall, eyes locked on the visitors. "Let them come," he whispered. "We have waited long enough." The journey had only just begun.
Subscribe for more interesting stories.